I lose. I don't feed on approval, don't need statues and gold. Temples crumble to ruins, centuries from today. History will remember, carved in stone on my grave lies a legend forever. I'm the son, I'm the father, I was raised in the fire.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Creating Strength podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about how to make that shift from individual contributor to leader. My name is Lauren Kennedy. I am your host, and this is something that is near and dear to my heart. And I hope that it's near and dear to your heart if you're an ambitious professional or somebody wanting to make that transition. But landing that first leadership role, it's exciting. It really is. But it also comes with a big shift in mindset and a shift in responsibilities. So let's get into this. You're transitioning from being an individual contributor who is just crushing your own goals to now you're becoming a leader who needs to empower a team to achieve collective success. Okay. Now, I understand that this can feel daunting. The skills that made you a top performer need to adapt now to get the best out of your team. Don't worry though, I'm here to help you because in this video, I'm going to break down the key mindset shifts and practical strategies that you need to thrive as a leader. We are going to do this in 3 steps. All right. So grab your pen and paper, take some notes. So number 1 is the mindset shift from I to we. Number 2 is sharpening your leadership skills. And number 3 is going beyond the basics. All right, let's start with number 1, making that mindset shift from I to we. The biggest change that you're going to face in this transition is your definition of success, okay? As an individual contributor, you probably loved the feeling of ownership and achieving personal goals. At least I hope so. Now, the game changes, right? Your wins now come from creating an environment where everyone on your team feels supported, they feel challenged, and empowered to excel. Okay, so this might involve delegating tasks, providing some coaching, or celebrating a team member's individual accomplishment that contributes to a bigger project. Now, learning to find joy in your team's success, it is a core pillar of effective leadership. It is not just about you anymore. It's about your team. All right. So remember this: empowerment, not control. Okay. Micromanagement of any kind is a killer of motivation and innovation. It's really tempting to hold on to tasks that you aced as an individual contributor, but I want you to resist the urge to control everything. Focus on clearly defining tasks and expectations. Equip your people with the resources they need. That's key. Trust them, okay? Trust them to take ownership and make decisions. Now, by providing ongoing support and constructive feedback, you empower them to grow and develop. Empowerment's key, okay? So another key shift that you're going to need to make when it comes to mindset is investing in your team's potential. As an individual contributor, your development, again, at least I hope, your development was your own. It was probably something that was super important to you. Now you get to play a pivotal role in shaping the career of others. Wow. Start by understanding your team, know their strengths, know their weaknesses, and above all, know their aspirations. Where do they see themselves growing? Once you have a good understanding of their potential, you can develop personalized coaching and mentorship plans. This might involve providing opportunities to learn new skills, assigning challenging projects, or connecting with relevant resources. So by investing in your team's development, you're not only helping them achieve their goals, but you're also building a stronger, more capable team in the long run. Okay? All right, let's move on. So step number 2, okay, sharpen your leadership skills. This might seem obvious, but I want to talk about some key skills that you need to focus on. Communication is king. By actively listening, giving clear feedback, and ensuring everyone's on the same page, you're going to build a strong and united team. But those things are key. Something else is delegation. It's another crucial skill because it's not just about assigning tasks. Again, it's about empowering your team. Clearly define what needs to be done, provide the resources they need, and offer ongoing support to avoid micromanaging. Do you hear a key theme here? Great leaders also coach. They coach their team members and they learn to identify areas for improvement and offer constructive criticism. They also offer guidance and encouragement to help them develop it. It is key to not just fall into the advice trap, but actually offer coaching. So finally, be a conflict navigator. That's essential because disagreement, it's going to happen. But by honing your conflict resolution skills, you can find solutions that benefit everyone and that actually strengthen your team dynamics. All right, let's dive into number 3. Go beyond the basics. So we talked about communication, delegation, and conflict resolution, but there's more than just those core skills. There are, in fact, 3 elements that go beyond the basics and what we've already talked about here today. They are self-awareness, that's super important, building relationships, and number 3 is embracing a learner mindset. You know you don't know everything. Let's get rid of that right away. Okay? Now, self-awareness, it's key because it is the foundation to great leadership. By understanding your own strengths and weaknesses, you can begin to understand your leadership style and you can tailor your approach to different situations so that you can maximize your impact. This does not happen in isolation and you've got to be intentional about it, okay? Now, next, building strong relationship with your team. It's crucial. I'm always shocked at how many leaders don't actually know their team. You need to invest time to get to know them personally. Foster that open communication, celebrate their successes, that's very important, and then create a supportive environment. Lastly, embracing the mindset of lifelong learning, seeking out opportunities for your own development through training, reading management books, and actively, listen to this one, actively soliciting feedback from your team and your colleagues, because without that, you don't know what you're doing wrong. This shift from individual contributor to leader, it can be a challenge, and I get it, but it's an incredibly rewarding one. By embracing the we mentality, empowering your team, and sharpening your leadership skills, you're going to be well on your way to becoming a leader who inspires and gets results. Now, finally, going beyond the basics means learning how to craft a vision. Everything I've talked about is super important, but as the leader, your team's looking to you for hope and the path forward. Crafting a vision might just be the most important element out of everything I've talked about today. Out of all these steps, you have to understand how to craft a vision. Okay, so we've talked about the tools. You've got an idea of what you need to do, but what is next? Okay, I've got just the thing for you. I talked about a lot today, but I've got something, it's a freebie, it's super valuable. It's called the Manager Development Toolkit. Okay, now it's going to equip you with a ton of tools, especially if you're just starting out. But this thing's got the resources for you to build strong teams, set clear goals, and drive results. It includes some coaching guides and templates and development plans. And I think you're just going to love this. So if you're watching this and you're looking to be like to step into leadership, or you've already been a leader and you need some help, you got to download the Manager Development Toolkit. One, it includes the 7 steps that it takes to become a transformational leader. And 2, it gives you a to-do list for your first 90 days. And you don't have to be on your first 90 days to follow this. You can start from scratch anywhere and follow this checklist. Okay. Number 3 is the management development tracker. And this is going to provide like a what to do, what not to do, and questions to ask for you to make sure you're on the right track. The 4th thing it has is a one-on-one template. And number 5 is a personal development plan cheat sheet. So like I said, this thing is chock full of stuff to help you develop yourself. If you're a manager, director, whatever you are, go ahead and it's totally free. Go ahead and download it. It's going to give you a jump start onto all the things that I talked about. If you are interested, if that you find that helpful, I also have a free online course. It is the Transformational Leaders Guide to Mastering One-on-Ones. As we all know, one-on-ones are such an important piece of being a leader. And it just shocks me how many leaders put this to the side. They don't value them. They don't prioritize them. And oftentimes it's because they just don't know what to talk about, and they don't know how to be consistent, like what questions to ask, things like that. So download the Manager Development Toolkit if you want some more helpful leadership information straight to your inbox. Make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments if you found this helpful, or if there's any other topics that you would like to learn more about. I'm all about that. So thanks for joining me on the Creating Strength podcast. Hopefully this helps you out. Until next time, keep creating your strength.